Welcome back everyone for another instalment on the industries of the Willow Creek Industrial Spur. Excuse me. Right, we've got a building here. This is just I call the abandoned warehouse building. It is not rail served, obviously, but I have put in track underneath there and rusted it up to make it look like it was originally rail served. The doors I have put on there, I've graffitied, or do the patch graffiti. If you look on, excuse me, if you look in real life, you'll see the graffiti that gets patched over. And when they do patch it over, they're not exactly, very good like maskers. They just slap it on, and that's what I've tried to replicate there. You can sort of see it in the lighter areas where the graffiti people have gone along and cleaned it all up. The awning there's all been rusted up with some airbrushing, and I don't think I used oils on that. I think that's all airbrushing. Concentrated more around the pillars that come down the side there. You see it's a little bit darker. That's where most of the grime and stuff's going to come down onto top of there. I then finished it off with some oils. This is my first oil weathering attempt, which I found quite good. It was really enjoyed it. I did modify a bit by putting the Tichy fire escapes on the side there, on the end there. This was the Walthers Commissionary building, and it's not the most interesting building on the layout because it's not rail served, but it also provides a little bit of interest. You don't have to have every single building with rail cars coming in and out, so that sort of provided that little area, and that sort of ties up the MPA concrete area and also the reliable lumber area that we'll get to in another video. I have been asked by a viewer, does this track get serviced? Yes, it does. Loco and centre beam fits just up in there, all the way up to the end there, to push back into the reliable lumber. So it's like a back shunt there. So that was very, very lucky on my part, because I just made it before I actually bought a centre beam, and they just fit. So that's a little bit lucky. But that's another industry on the Willow Creek Industrial Spur.